Hello to you watching this at home. My name is Terrible Computist, or Sam, I don't really mind which one you want to use. And this is a very brief, very probably, playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. Now I'm just going to stress here that I'm not a Let's Player, not by any stretch of the imagination. I know how many Let's Play videos that are out there and how tiresome it must get to see them all out there. This is a very much one-off thing. I had an idea, why not do a Let's Play of New Vegas, but with a specific RP character in mind. And I've actually based this character off someone called John, who is one of my friends in real life. He is a wonderful gentleman, great company, and at most times drunk, so that's going to be quite a cornerstone of this playthrough. Okay, so we shall get to it. Okay, so this is ever so slightly cheating already, because I've got the all the additional add-on packs and things, so all the caravan pack and the gunrunner's arsenal things and stuff like that. So I've already got a full inventory as it is when we start off. So if we're doing a true RP playthrough of John, this is pretty much him waking up on after a night out, blurrily in the clinic of some gentleman, and a character name John. There we go. John is ready for the drink. Doc Mitchell, bring me a drink. Produce it out of your magnificent mustache. I'm very tempted just to keep it like that. Very reminiscent of John's double chins there, I'm sure. I have no idea what colour John's eyes are. I would say the brown. Probably brown. So that's probably about as close to John as I can get. I don't have a reference image up for him. The hair's the main part. As long as he's got barely any hair, that's pretty much John. I can't get rid of these liney bits though. No matter how hard I try, I can't get rid of them. So sorry, John, you're just going to have to look a bit jowly. Okay, I have regained my movement. Again, this is a very crucial step for John to observe after a night out. Being able to walk again. Okay, so John is going to be an unarmed build. He's just going to punch every problem that he comes across. I have written down a list of rules, which I will get to for this playthrough. But basically we're going to go high strength, high charisma, and high luck. Because John is going to be clearing out the casinos later on, so perception, John is not very perceptive. Okay, so that's the special I'm going to go with, I think. We've got high strength and high luck. The luck's going to be really useful for when we come to clear out the casinos later on, and the strength is going to be useful for absolutely decking people. I haven't gone full charisma, which I look wanted some points for those other stuff. Fallout becomes like unplayable if you go like too low on some of these stats. Although I don't think charisma counts for a whole lot in New Vegas. But we'll see. John's a very charismatic bloke. We can't ignore that fact. Doc Mitchell wants to do a psychiatry test, but I'm thinking, what would John do? Would John stand for this sort of thing? John would probably just take his money and run. Okay, so I just went through Doc Mitchell's house and basically took everything that wasn't nailed down. I mean, I can't access any of it yet because I don't have the Pip-Boy. It looks like the karma system hasn't come into place yet, and Doc Brown doesn't really seem to care that I'm stealing literally everything of his.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Dog.
Booze. Is booze an option? Booze is not an option. I'm gonna go with dinner.
House.
House. That's a place you get booze, right? Demolish would be John's answer. I'm gonna go vaporize.
Mother.
Human shield. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say.
If it's not down it fresher, then
conflict just ain't in my nature.
John's response would be, oh, son.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
John likes his friends, and if he's a bit wobbly, he needs us to support him in just standing up.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
John just is the center of the attention. He doesn't need to try.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
It looks a bit like a whiskey bottle. A chemical reaction, like alcohol.
Okay, last one.
Oh man, I don't have the two bears high-fiving mod installed here, but it totally is two bears high-fiving. Well, it's definitely got the unarmed part down. Okay, so if I had to think about it, and these are the ones I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with unarmed because John's going to just deck everything. I'm going to go with survival because it increases hit points you get from food and drink is definitely something John's going to be encountering on his travels. And I'm going to go with lockpick as well because I can see John is going to be needing to steal quite a lot of booze in this playthrough. So that will come in quite useful. Traits. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so the perks I've gone for the kamikaze perk, which is basically John just running headlong into a fight without really considering what's going to happen. And then I want to go for Wild Wasteland as well, because I've never done it before, and the wackiness, I think, will fit in with the theme of this playthrough. John here, in nothing more than a t-shirt and his boxers. Where are the rest of his clothes? after the night out we just had, we don't even know.
And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style.
The locals
anyway.
will know exactly how much modesty I lack very shortly. Okay, the playthrough begins. So I've already got like far too much stuff. In fact, I'm probably gonna get rid of half of it because I just don't care. We have made it outside. Oh god, the sun hurts. John is ready to take on the world. Look at that face. That is a face of a capable man. Yeah. Okay, so I want to run through the rules of this playthrough dead quick. Just to give you an idea of what it is we're trying to get across here. Okay, so if we see booze, we must collect it. Even if it belongs to someone, we are going to steal all the booze. We have to take all the booze. We've always got to be under the influence of booze. If the booze wears off, we've got to drink another one. We've always got to be drunk. John can never be allowed to be sober. In the unlikely event that the booze runs out, the only priority is finding more. We cannot be afforded to be sober for a second. Even if we're halfway through a quest or fighting some bad guys, if that wears off, we're going to go try to find some booze. Unarmed is going to be the main combat skill, which is why I've got these gloves on. But we can set off melee as well, I think. That sounds John's style, although his first instinct would be to just punch any adversary. Speaking of punching, we will punch anyone being condescending to us. If anyone tries it on with John in every slight fashion, he's too drunk to care. He's having you. The ultimate goal of this playthrough is to get kicked out of every casino, both inside the strip and out, so things like the Atomic Wrangler. If we even get that far, I mean, I can see John dying pretty soon on. And then, if we get onto it, an independent Vegas, but to be honest with you, I reckon John's going to die pretty quickly. I don't even reckon we'll get past Sloan. As far as perks go, it's things like Bloody Mess we're going to go for, and all the melee-orientated ones. But honest with you, I normally do energy weapon builds, so I have no idea what the unarmed and melee weapon playthrough builds are going to be like. And then the very final rule, when in doubt, ask yourself one question. What would John do? So I did manage to pull a few things from Doc Mitchell's house before we left, and the first one we're going to start on is whiskey. We are now on the whiskey. And it begins, we need the booze pulled in the sky. We're going to lose some karma from this, but I'm sorry dude, we need the booze way more than you do. I'm not even really starting any quests, I'm literally just going door to door looking for booze. I've got this saloon here. Now, we could go in through the front door and order some alcohol, but I don't think we've got too many caps. We've got 27 caps or something like that. I'm trying to sneak in through the back door. I'm hidden. My detection. I'm hidden. Go. Ooh, she wants me to meet her outside. Has John pulled already? Oh no! Oh guys! I think the whiskey may have just worn off. It has. Right. Straight onto whatever we've got. I think we've got some beer. Over beer. I'm punching a gecko to death. This is what being a man is all about. I think I've asserted my dominance. See, I could hang around Good Springs all day, but there's not a lot going on in this town. So I think the protocol is raid as much booze as I possibly can. Get the hell out. I'll punch a bug to death. I am John. I cannot hit this thing. Oh god. It's wearing off. The beer is wearing off. Time to go on to the second beer.
What the hell is your problem?
Hell, he's been sassy to me. He's been Pete Sassafras to me. Do you know what happens to people who are sassy to me? Hey, I'm not done with you. Yeah, you better run. I have 11 caps left in the world. I'm literally giving her food in order to continue the drinking habit. I have no caps. I spent literally everything on booze. Okay, so it took a bit of back and forth thing, but I've finally been able to take all of the alcohol she has. I found the Indiana Jones fridge, guys. I took Indiana Jones's hat. The hat is mine. Oh no, the booze is wearing off again. Beer has worn off. Now that we have some vodka, it's what John would want. Okay, so we're going to end the playthrough there for this part, as John makes his way over to Prim. I think that's Prim over there anyway. Once we make a little bit more progress, I'll hopefully put another video out, and the 3 people that care about this will stay updated. But until then, goodbye all.